Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Here we go, back. 280! Here we go, G. Here I come. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here, shoot. Come on, man. Sunday. Don't be scared. Trey 15.
And that'll set them back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Sunday. Put your hands on it. Get hands on Ocean Man. 52. Mike 57.
Now wins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. To throw his car. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. 52's the mic.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Caught by Nelson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the Eagles' 6-yard line.
Now! Choose the mic, boys. 52. Hey, we're good, we're good. You ready? White. That's it.
Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Undercrunch.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Running with Howard. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 26. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now a give, right side. Moore. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw his wins. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 24, Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Go, go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51. Danny.
Throwing his car on third down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Stonewalled on second down. Now let's see what they can do on third and goal from the 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All day, dog. Easy.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's do right, Chief. Let's bring it.
From the gun, it's Carr. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. Wentz gonna throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, kill.
Throwing again. Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 50.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Watch the pass, 29.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got it to Williams. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. Carr keeps it on the sneak. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They give it off here to the tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Max Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Ricky.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he connects with Ertz. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
Here we go. Ready? Eat. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Wentz now on 1st down. This short throw caught by Goddard. The ball comes out.
You don't want no from me.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Now Wentz again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Howard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Recon, 132 final. Go. 80 weapon.
On 4th down, it's Howard. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make it 17-13. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Now! 180! 180, we're good, we're good! 280! You got nothing. 618! Check. Letter 9!
Hey, Echo!
51 to Mike, boy, 51!
Shotgun now for Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The throw complete here to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Down. 180. 52 right here. Focus, defense, focus. Check the backer, check the backer.
Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be up around the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
You're mine. Hey, orbit. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Express. I got him. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. You're trash.
To throw again. Carr. Hauling it in, Nelson.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Later one. No, check that. What, Mike? Hey, Alpha. I'm here all day. Mike 52. I got it.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. It's caught. Jones. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Here we go.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Carr completes it. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. Back now in the East Bay, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
You ready? You ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try to hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. On first down, they run with Howard. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They run with Howard. And an alley to run. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 10-yard line. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the second.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. 3rd down here.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
46 down, man, 5-4. Sunday.
Wentz. This is caught. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check. Lucky. Great 15. Whip. Watch the whip. Pilot, 64, weak. Kill. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard. His 14th touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Now.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock, so you want consistent game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
New Mike, having 34. Hey, man, watch the boot. Five. Choose the Mike, watch Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, Mike 52. 808. Tackle.
Now Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Jim. Hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun, Carr, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 88 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point good by Catanzaro. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
Let's go, baby.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
1st down, Philadelphia.
There we go. Back back. 120. 74.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Raiders, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon. This is the NFL on EA Sports.